Now I want to take a look at the Adventurer's Backpack from the Creation Club. I've been playing with it for a while and I have a couple of opinions, but first of all I want to say again that it is excellent. And you can also notice
New
that
to
you can
Riverwood?
give a
If you're
back...
looking for work, go see Hod at the
No,
mill.
no work right yet. Thank you. You can also see that you can give a backpack to your companion or follower. So
I'm right
Fayendel,
behind you.
let's see, I gave him the hunter's
What do you want me to carry?
backpack. Where is it? Right there. Carrying capacity increased by 75 points, and bows do 10% more damage. That's why I specifically gave it to Fayendel.
Lead on.
Alright, now what I want to do is first show you what it takes to make one. So let's get him out of there. Come on. Alright, here we go. Alright, to make a basic adventurer's backpack with no... Well, I guess this one is with an
Take what you
increase
need,
of
my friend.
stamina by 20
Within
points.
reason, of
You
course.
need a corundum ingot and 4 leather. If you want it with a bedroll, you're going to need 5 leather. So typically you're going to need a corundum ingot and at least 4 leather. Well, here you need one with just 3 leather, a fine leather backpack. So the point is you need corundum ingot and 3 to 5 leather. Now actually, that's the tough part. So what I think we'll do, let me get out of here,
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
is we're going to see what you have to do when you first start a game. So let's go back a bit. Typically when starting a new character, I make a save or two. Let's see, 2 of them just outside the Helgen exit in case I want to go back and start again. So let's go back as if we just escaped Helgen, and how are we going to get our backpack? What's the easiest way to do it? Let's load up.
Closest
Okay,
town
we
from
just
here is
exited
Riverwood. My uncle's
the
still
Helgen
active.
tunnel. We're going to enable survival mode.
I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up.
Alright,
Good
let's
luck.
split up
I
then.
wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't have made it without my help. Alright, now in my typical fashion, without survival mode, I load my character up as much as he can carry. And I even have more on that. I'm actually going to do a video in the not too distant future on the true, proper, and best start of the game. But I'm going to dump a bunch of crap here. I've got to get rid of at least 150 pounds. So we're going to get rid of those. Those. Basically, I should have something left to sell though. What else can I get rid of? Well, let's see. Can I run around? All right, a couple of maces. I'm close. Get rid of the shield. What else? All right, I'm going to have to get rid of a couple of gauntlets here. I want to... get rid of them all. Oh, maybe one. Let's keep one. Dang. All right. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have much in the way of money. You know, I probably should have some boots. Anyway, this is one of the holdups when you don't start survival mode until after you've exited the game or the Helgen Keep. Alright. Ah, of course I'm carrying too much. The point of this is it's kind of tricky to get a backpack early on. Alright. So, we know we're going to need a corundum ingot and 3 to 5 pieces of leather to make one. Now the leather is no problem. We know we're going to be meeting wolves aplenty. There's probably going to be some dead game here and there that we can harvest their hide and pelt. So the leather is no problem. The problem is the corundum ingot. Okay, here we go. So how are we going to get that? The closest pickaxe I can think of is going to be in Embershard Mine. We're going to have to fight our way through at least 3 bandits to get to it. Maybe we can run by them, I don't know yet. And then there is a corundum ore deposit. Well, actually, there are 2 of them, just below the exit of Bleak Falls Barrow. You know, when you jump down. Over there, kind of near Anisha's cabin. And then even if we have a pickaxe and the ore, we have the problem of the smelter. Most mines, well, a lot of the mines have a smelter. Smelters are usually associated with mining operations and some of the large estates, like on the Hearthfire DLC download, the large homes you could build. Other than that, smelters are actually kind of hard to come by. We know there's one in Whiterun. Actually, I think that's a give me or a gift. There's no real mining operation there that I can think of, but it's kind of centrally located and convenient. The problem is if you played a while, I don't really like to run straight to Whiterun. I want to do something else. So, and I don't want to get sucked into the whole Dragonborn thing once you get to Whiterun. So how are we going to get the backpack? And we definitely want it because it increases the carrying capacity by 75 pounds. Right now, with the survival mode on, you can see we're only 150. Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you.
Yeah, I'm sure
If
the
rebels
Legion
have
really
themselves
could
a
use
dragon,
somebody like me.
General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
So I really don't want to go to the mine and get a pickaxe. I don't want to necessarily have to go get a corundum ore. I mean, I know where there are a couple of deposits. Like I said, the 2 just outside of the exit of Bleak Falls Barrow, at the bottom of the mountain there. And then there's a couple over by Whiterun. But I'm going to show you right here what should be potentially the easiest. I don't really want to get in a fight with the wolves, even though we need their pelts if we're going to make one. So let's see how easy this is. Let's speed it up just a tad. I don't know if I'm going to be cutting any of this out. Maybe not. You can see how I'm being hit freshly out of exit with the whole survival mode thing. But there is one thing we can do. Or maybe be able to
Well,
do.
one
Let's
of us
see.
has to do something.
I said no. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
We can buy a backpack. Now here, 248 for the adventurous backpack, 20 points stamina increase. Fine leather backpack, only $140, 75 points. Thief backpack, 248. The problem is over here I only have 128 gold coming out of Helgen. So let's just see if I happen to have something to sell to at least get me the cheap backpack. Because a backpack will be worth its weight or cost in the end. So let me sell this. I'm going to sell everything right here. Maybe I wish I didn't sell my novice hood. I don't know. But let's go get a backpack. Now, what can we get? We can get the adventurer's backpack with bedroll. So I'm going to buy that sucker. And I'm going to put it on and test it out.
Damn thieves.
All right,
As if
there you
things
go.
weren't bad enough.
This is absolutely the easiest way to get an adventurer's backpack that I know of. Let's get out here. And you should not be afraid to buy things in Skyrim. I mean, a lot of people say don't spend your money, make everything, smith everything. But that's not necessarily the case. I have over 3,000 hours in Skyrim, online and offline. And my first playthrough, I did it kind of like probably what every movie does. You know, you just exit Helga, run straight to Whiterun, start the whole Dragonborn thing. Loot and pick up everything you can. Anyway, I had over $750,000 in gold. 350,000 gold, something like that. I had almost every house in the game, most of which were filled up with loot that I could have sold for even more. My point is, after a while, money becomes almost worthless. So you should support the Skyrim economy and buy things. All right, and there's no other quicker way to get a backpack, and you're going to want one. Later on, when you have Corunda Migots, that's going to be the hardest thing. Yeah, you can make a few. The first time I enabled this Adventurer's Backpack download, I happened to be in Dark Water Crossing, which is a corundum mine with a smelter. So I got the corundum pretty quick. I got the wolf pelts pretty quick. You can pick them up almost everywhere. But there my problem was looking for a forge to make it. I ended up at Shore Stone, just north of Rift End. So I had to do some running around even that. Alright, let's take a look at the backpack. First of all, I like how it fits on the body. There's no real space that I can see. Let me see if I can change apparel. Ragged robes. See, it still fits nice and tight up to the body. Let's take off the clothes completely. Alright, very nice fit. It looks right. I'll put some clothes back on. There you go. You can see that my carrying capacity is increased. by 75 points, and my stamina by 20 points. That's actually going to be very nice. I tend to like the ones with the perk. And maybe the one that's carrying a bedroll underneath it. Usually it seems to be another wolf belt of leather to make. Only because I have the creation kits camping. And it kind of looks like maybe you put it on the lean-to shelter that you built when you set it up. So the Adventurer's Backpack is definitely worth it. I mean, you can get the ones from Wet and Cold. They're nice. Other people around Skyrim will be wearing them. But their maximum increase in carrying capacity, I believe, is 50. And the larger 50 ones I don't think look as nice as the smaller ones. And I don't recall them coming with any perks, like increasing your stamina or archery or anything. This is definitely worth having. The cost of it is what? Probably a Big Mac at McDonald's, something like that. It's not a real major thing. I mean, you can get your mods if you want to do it the communist way and have everything for free. I mean, we're not going to go actually make a donation to the mod author now, are we? So that's that. Remember, you can at least make these and give them to your followers. If you have a multiple follower mod, which I'm not using and haven't really used since Old Rim, I would suspect that you can give backpacks to as many followers as you have, making them, buying them, whatever. Alright, the Adventurer's Backpack. Very nice thing to have, looks nice. And the cheapest way, quickest way to get it is just to run to Riverwood and buy one. Keep in mind that you're going to want something to sell to get up to the price point. Okay, next we'll take a look at Shadowrun. Steven out.